Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much here for tuning in to Chucker TV. We are live at the Aspen Valley Polo Club on McClure River Ranch, field number 1. This morning, we've got game number 3 here of the Rocky Mountain Open. This is, of course, a 4-team tournament. Everyone will play everyone, and then the finals will be next Sunday. So, game number 3 set to begin here. The teams are making their way out onto the field here, ready to get this one underway in just a moment. A little bit of tack adjustments down there at the Casablanca tent, but we are ready to get underway here as soon as the players enter the field, finishing up their warm-ups out there. So we've got a full day of polo here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club. If you're here field side, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I know we got Larry Coyle in the house today, a good friend of ours, the #1 polo fan. Had to come out here and see what it's all about here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club. So we've got Tonkawa out there. They're wearing their signature Tonkawa green jerseys. Jeff Hildebrand playing the #1 position. Jimmy Seward with the #2. Nick Roldan, he's got the #3 on his back. And then Nacho Navijo Estrada, he will be playing the #4 back position. We've got the Casablanca team making their way out onto the field here. We're going to get this match underway here as soon as we can. The Casablanca team coming out here onto the field. We've got this match, of course, game number 3 of the Rocky Mountain Open. And then at noon, or immediately following this match, right here on this same #1 field, we will have the finals of the Mount Sopris Cup. So stay tuned here on Chucker TV. And then we have a very special treat for you guys after the Mount Sopris final. We will have our Sunday edition of Kids Wheelie Polo. Always a fun sight to see. I'm sure you've seen, if you've been to a polo field in the past year or so, you've seen these kids riding around on these wheels. They're called technically electric unicycles. We like to refer to them as wheelies here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club. We're going to see a fun match with some of our future talent. These kids have some amazing hand-eye coordination. We're going to see some of that later this afternoon following the trophy presentation for the Mount Sopris Cup final. So, as soon as we get the teams out here ready to get underway, we got our 2 mounted officials out here, Gaston Dorniak and Jack McLean. Jack, we're going to see a little bit more of Jack later this afternoon as well. This kid can do it all. He can umpire, he can play, he can announce, and he can sing. So we're going to get to listen to Jack's rendition of the national anthem before the final, starting at noon. So be sure to stay tuned and keep watch for that. Always a great pleasure to have our good friend Jack McLean sing our nation's song. So the Casablanca team, they're lining up with Mark Ganzi playing the #1 position, Grant Ganzi playing #2, Gonzalito Pierez playing the #3 position, and rounding out that lineup, playing the #4 back position, Torito Ruiz. So, waiting on one last player to make his way over here to the center of the field for the bowl-in here. We're going to get this match underway in just a second. We're going to play 6 chuckers to play here. And we are playing on the flat. So, scoreboard starts off 0-0. So, here we go. Players lining up here at center field. We're going to get this match underway here in 1 second. Umpire's just going to go over a few final instructions here for these 2 teams. And here we go. Ready to get this one underway. Tonkawa in the green, Casablanca in the white. And we will have a trophy presentation immediately following this match. And then we will dive on into the Mount Sopris Cup final right here on field #1. Ready when you guys are? So here we go. Players lining up here on the mounted officials. Looks like we have the directions decided. So here we go. Ready to get this one underway. And here we go. Ball's in play. We're off and working here. Chucker number 1 underway. Nacho Navijo grabs a hold of that one out of the back of the Bolin. Powers a shot down here. He's got his number 3. That is Nick Roldan. Roldan jumps in, picks up the ball on the near side. Nick Roldan sends a shot down to the goal mouth, and they tried to block that one, but it's going to go right on in. Putting a point on the board here. Drawing first blood. So here we go. Back to center field for another bowl in here on our mounted official. And, of course, we're going to switch directions of play. We do this after every goal is scored so that neither team gets a wind, sun, or field advantage. Here we go. Ball's back on the ground. Grant Gansey going to grab a hold of this one out of the bowl in. Granty trying to make a play on that one, but Nacho comes in, steals it away. Nacho Navijo Estrada here. Miscues, leaves it behind, and Grant coming in to pick up the play. Grant trying to get there, but Nick Roldan gets a hold of this ball. Slaps it back here, trying to find Nacho Navijo, but it's going to be Torito Ruiz to come out of there with the ball. Nacho coming in for the steal, though. Gonzalito with an attempt, but Nacho maintains possession here, working his way out of that pack of players. Nacho Navijo leaves it behind here. Now Nick Roldan coming in on the action, picking up the play. Having a little trouble with that ball. Now Mark Gansey coming in. Mark sets up a pass here, trying to get it back over here to Torito Ruiz. But Nick Roldan coming in, muscles his way through, and steals the ball back. Toro with the hook here, and gets a hold of that ball, steals it back, but can't quite get back on the right side of the ball. Nick Roldan tries to get in there. Toro maintains his possession now. Torito Ruiz working his way down the field here. Doing a nice job. Toro, bad luck, has some trouble with the bouncy ball. And Nick Roldan going to come in and steal the ball back for Tonkawa. Nick Roldan still has possession here. Now stolen out of there by Gonzalito Pierres. Gonzalez takes a shot at the goal and puts it right on in. So ties us up here 1 goal apiece as we head back to center field once again for another bowl-in on our mounted officials. With just a little bit over 3.5 minutes as we make our way back to center field here. Line up on our mounted official. This is Jack McLean here to do the bowl-ins for the first half of the game. Jack puts the ball back onto the playing surface. Here we go. Where's that one going to end up? Coming out of there with the ball. Nacho Navijo gets a hold of it and slaps a shot back here, trying to set up Nick Roldan, but coming in is Gonzalito Pierres. Gonza sends a pass over here looking for Grant Gansey. Gansey, his shot comes off of a pony and stolen out of there now by Nick Roldan. Roldan and Gansey come together. Nick continues his drive down the field now. Winds up and sends a pass down. He's got Jeff Hildebrand out in front here. Jeff can't quite get a hold of that ball. He's ridden wide over the line. And now coming in is Gonzalito Pierres. Gonza sends a pass over looking for Torito Ruiz. Ruiz now gets a hold of the ball. Now looks around, checks his surroundings. He's got players going downfield. Toro, what's he going to do? He's going to send a pass down here, trying to feed this one to Gonzalito Pierres. Gonza drops in. Bad luck. That one took a funny bounce right at the last second. And coming in to pick up the loose ball play is Roldan. Nick Roldan. Nick working his way down, keeping this one moving. Now Torito Ruiz coming through, steals that one back once again here. And the first one on the ball is Jimmy Seward. Seward now, the number 2 for Tonkawa. Jimmy working his way down, trying to get this one through the pack of players here. Jimmy Seward finds the high mark here, puts another point on the board. 2-1 now the score with just over 2 minutes remaining as we make our way back to center field. So, I think there might be a whistle. There we go. Whistle sounds. Stopping the clock here. We've got 1 minute, 51 seconds on the clock. We're going to go ahead and take this time for our courtesy change. Offer this to the players. If they want to utilize it, they can. They do not have to change their ponies at this time. But we see the entire Casablanca squad taking advantage of the timeout. So as soon as we get those players back out here to center field, we'll get this match back underway with the bowl-in here at center field. the courtesy change, something that we like to use at all of our clubs here at Aspen Valley and down in Wellington, Florida at the Grand Champions Polo Club. We also utilize this courtesy change in the World Polo League, which of course is the highest level of polo played anywhere in the United States. This is simply a timeout to change a pony. This is done with equine welfare in mind. So players making their way back out here. Going to get this one back underway, as the teams will line up here on umpire Jack McLean. So here we go. Players back in, lining up on our mounted official. As soon as he sees a clean and proper lineup, he'll put this ball back on the playing surface. And here we go. Ball's put back on the ground. Off and working. Goes all the way through the pack of players. Picked off now by Gonzalito Pierres. Gonza winds up, sends a pass down. Oh, bad luck. Comes off of the pony of Mark Ganzi. Not what they wanted to have happen there, as Nick Roldan coming through, picking up the play here for Tonkawa. And Gonzalito gets a hold of that one, sends it back. Comes up just shy of Mark Ganzi's mallet. And Nacho Navijo now with possession. Navijo Estrada working his way down the field, keeping a close watch on him is Mark Ganzi. Nacho unleashes a big pass downfield. No one quite there to receive it. It's going to be picked off out of there by Torito. But Jimmy tried to get a hold of that one coming in. Nick Roldan. Now Gonzalito picks up the play. Gonza fires a shot down the field here, trying to get it up there to Torito Ruiz. Toro reaches back, gets a hold of the ball, working his way down along the far sideboards here. Torito Ruiz keeping this one moving forward. Toro electing to follow up his own shot here. Toro having a little trouble with that ball, and it is going to be over the back line, wide of the goal. So we're going to have a knock-in here coming in favor of Tonkawa. So this ball brought back into play here just ahead of the warning horn. So we got a little bit more polo to play here in Chucker number 1. Sends this one all the way down. That was Nacho Navijo. Sends a pass over to Nick Roldan. Roldan drops in on the line, picks it up, working his way down the field here. He's got Grant Ganzi keeping a close watch on him this time around. Nick Roldan continues his drive down, trying to get into a better position to start off the next Chucker. But Gonzalito Pieta is coming through, picking up the play momentarily here. Not a lot of time remaining. And that is the double horn signaling the end of Chucker number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here with the start of Chucker number 2.
There's something about when you get up early, prep the plane, and you take off, and you get that first light of day, and the air is crystal smooth. You can see forever. You have to have the right aircraft for the right flight with the right crew up front. Only NetJets can do this. The flight dissolves into the background. It should just be the here and now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in here on Chucker TV. For those of you who are just joining us, We are live here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club, McClure River Ranch Field number 1. This is game number 3 of the Rocky Mountain Open. And we've got the two teams out there ready to start chukker number 2. We ended off things in chukker number 1 at the double horn. We played all the way down to the double horn. So we're going to start things off here with a bowl-in from the center to the boards, where we were at the sound of the double horn. So, Tonkawa maintains a 1-goal lead here. 2-1 is the score over Casablanca. The players are making their way back out onto the playing field. And we're just about ready to get this one back underway. As soon as we get all of the players here at the bowl-in and the field crew exit the field here, we're going to get this one going. So the players line up here on the mounted officials. And here we go. Ball's in play. No, little false start there. There we go. Now the ball's in play. Here we go. Chukker number 2 underway here. Torito Ruiz coming out of there with the ball. Toro winds up and crushes a pass down the field. He's got Mark Ganzi, the Cobra, on the move here. Cobra drops in. Trying to keep that one under control, but it's going to go wide of the goal to the right-hand side. So we're going to have a knock-in here for Tonkawa. Umpire calls play. And here comes Nacho Navijo Estrada here with the knock-in. Nacho taps it into play, looks around, sees he's got players in motion here. Nacho Navijo Estrada unleashes the pass out in front, looking for Nick Roldan. Roldan tries to get there. Unable to get on that line as Gonzalito Piedes gets a hold of it and backs it over here to Grant Ganzi. Granty trying to keep this one moving, but coming in for the steal is Roldan. Roldan and Toro come together now. Where's this ball going to end up? Whistle sound, stopping the clock here. Fairly early into chukker number 5 or chukker number 2 with 5 minutes on the clock. All right, so we're going to drop this ball here on the center line for penalty number 5, going in favor of Tonkawa on that right-of-way violation. So they got the ball here where they like it. Nacho Novijo Estrada will be the one to do the honors here and send this one back into playing. So Nacho, here he comes with his approach. Nacho Novijo, one time off the line, sends it down. Gonzalito Piedes disrupts that play just a little bit, and coming in for the ball, Nick Roldan, but the whistle sounds once again. So another whistle on the field here. Let's see what the umpires decide to do with this one. Going to be a penalty 5 going in favor of Casablanca this time around. Torito Ruiz brings this one back into play. Toro taps it once, twice now, looking around, checking his surroundings. He's got Jimmy Seward keeping a close watch. Toro unleashes the pass down here. Stopped there by Roldan, but picked off again by Gonzalito. Gonzalito, his pass downfield. No one quite there to receive. It's going to be Jeff Hildebrand to come in. Jeff sends a shot down here, picked off now by Roldan. Nick Roldan sends this one down. He's got Nacho Navijo on the move, but Torito Ruiz coming through, picks up the play, and coming in is going to be Roldan to steal this one away. And Nick Roldan off and working here down the... Nick Roldan. Roldan keeping this one moving forward. Sends a shot up here. He's got his number 4. That is Nacho Navijo. Nacho Navijo Estrada. He's going to escort that ball right between the uprights here, putting another point on the board. So 3-1 now the score, as Tonkawa takes a 2-goal lead here over Casablanca. We're going to head back to center field for another bowl-in on our mounted officials. So here we come back to the center of the field here to line up on our mounted official, Mr. Jack McLean. Handling the Bolins here for the first half of the game. Jack puts that ball on the ground. Coming through on a fast pony is Nick Roldan, coming out of there with the play. Roldan. Nick Roldan working his way down the field here. Nick gonna just go ahead and send that one in. Puts another point on the board here for Tonkawa. Back-to-back goals there by the team in green. 4-1 now the score. Just about 3 minutes remaining here. I feel as though we're going to have a whistle when we get back to center field here for our courtesy change here. And here we go. There's the whistle. Stopping the action here. 2 minutes, 58 seconds on the clock. I'm going to send these players off to hop on a fresh mount real quick and then resume the action here at center field. So here we go. Players making their way back out onto the field. And so we've got the Casablanca squad back here at center field. Tonkawa coming in as I speak. So we're going to get this one back underway with a Bolin here at center field, coming off that goal there by Nick Roldan, which put Tonkawa 2-4. Just waiting on one more player. I think he had a little bit of attack adjustment down there at the team tent. Here he comes. He's up in the saddle. That is Jeff Hildebrand, of course, coming out to join his Tonkawa team. And here he comes. So, get these players lined up here. Get the second half of Chucker number 2 underway. And here we go. Umpire ready for the Bolin. Looking for a clean and proper lineup. Here we go. And this ball bowled into play. We're off and working once again. Mark Gansey gets a hold of the ball out of the Bolin here. Gansey, the Cobra, miscues, leaves it behind. And now it's Jimmy Seward here with possession. Seward loses the handle there. Gonzalito Pieta is coming through down the line. Gets a hold of this ball, steals it back for Casablanca. Gonzalito slams on the brakes here, lets that defender go by. Gonzalito, he's got the goal in his sights here. Gonzalito, Piedez, waiting for that player to clear, and that player there, that ball comes off of the defender's pony and goes wide. So, going to have another knock-in here for Tonkawa. About 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here as we bring this ball back into play here on our Aspen goal. Nacho Navijo Estrada sends a pass over to Nick Roldan. Roldan drops in, picks up the line. Nick Roldan maintains possession here, and he winds up and sends a pass out here looking for Nacho Navijo. Navijo leaves it behind for Jimmy Seward now. Seward, he's got Jeff Hildebrand downfield. Seward working his way down, keeping this ball moving. Broke his mallet there. Bad luck. Not what you want to have happen there. And coming in, stealing this ball away. They're going to send this one down, but the first one on it, Gonzalito going to watch that ball go over the back line and wide to the right-hand side. So Casablanca going to regroup a little bit here and get possession here on the knock-in. So we got a quick whistle here for an equipment timeout. So we do have timeout. 1 minute, 25 seconds left to play here in Chucker number 2. We're going to allow this player to go and grab a new mallet. And get this one back underway. And here we go. Jimmy with the new mallet making his way back out here onto the playing field. And the umpire will call play to resume the action here in just a second. All right, so everybody back into position here. Umpire calls play, and Torito Ruiz going to bring this ball back into the playing surface. Toro brings this one back in and sends a shot over here looking for Gonzalito. Gonzalito Pierez now with possession, winds up and sends a pass down along the ground. Up here, feeds this ball right there to Grant Ganzi. Granty working his way down, keeping this one moving. Grant Ganzi trying to get this one all the way down to the goal mouth here. He gets around all of those defenders. Grant Ganzi, he's got the goal in his sights. Grant Ganzi. Oh, man, bad luck there. Left that one to go through the goal mouth, but it's stolen out of there by Tonkawa. Now, this ball, still a live ball here. Toro coming in for the steal. Torito Ruiz going to drag this one right in front and pop it right through the goal mouth. So Torito Ruiz will get credit for that one here. And there is the 30-second warning horn. Ball still in the umpire's hand. That's all we got, folks, for Chucker number 2. We're going to go to a quick commercial break here, and we will be back in the action here with the Bolin at center field to start things off in Chucker number 3 after the break. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in here. Those of you who are just joining us, this is, of course, the game number 3 of the Rocky Mountain Open. This is a 4-team tournament. All 4 teams will play each other, and then the top 2 teams will go on to the final, which will take place next Sunday. So here we go. Ready to get this one underway. Umpire puts the ball on the ground. We're off and working here. Chucker number 3. Jimmy Seward gets a hold of that ball, flips it back over here to Nick Roldan. Roldan now with possession for Tonkawa. Roldan winds up and gives that ball a ride down the field. Coming up here, that one's going to go over the back line and wide of the goal. Nick Roldan, arguably one of the heaviest hitters in the sport of polo. That man has an arm on him, and he just showed us his skills sending that ball over the back line from just off of center field. So here we go with a knock-in for Casablanca. Toro Ruiz brings this one into play. Torito Feeds this ball up the field here, trying to get a hold of one of his teammates. That is Gonzalito Piedes. Gonza winds up, sends that one downfield. He's got Mark Ganzi on the move here. Ganzi can't quite get a hold of that ball. He's hooked out of there. And now Nick Roldan coming in on the action for Tonkawa. He's going to take this one around to the left-hand side. Gives Grant Ganzi the slip here. Nick Roldan maintains possession here over this ball. Nick Roldan, he's deep in Casablanca territory trying to get out of here. Toro comes in, lays a nasty bump on him. Toro gets a hold of the ball here. Look at that. Torito Ruiz gets a hold of this one. Sends a shot over here trying to find Gonzalito Piedes. Gonza drops in, picks up the play. Now he's going to send this one down here. He's got Grant Ganzi on the move. Grant Ganzi hooked out of there by Nacho Navijo. Coming in now is going to be Roldan to pick up this play. Roldan picks up the ball, crushes this one down the field. He's got Jeff Hildebrand. Jeff Hildebrand trying to get there, but Toro going to ride him wide of that line. And Toro going to pick up this ball. Ooh, bad luck there. Toro, that one's going to come off the pony and picked up there by Hildebrand. Jeff Hildebrand doing a nice job jumping in on that broken play, but Toro gets a hold of this one and steals possession back here for Casablanca. Torito Ruiz keeping this one moving downfield. Jimmy Seward trying to get a hold of him, but Toro maintains possession, hits that ball about 6 inches off the ground. Some nice hand-eye coordination here for Torito Ruiz. Toro, he's going to escort this one right on down and put a point on the board here for Casablanca. So, Casablanca, they trail by just 1 goal now as we make our way over here to center field for another bowl-in on our mounted officials. With just about 3.5 minutes, or just under 3.5 minutes, I should say. There we have the whistle signaling for our courtesy change here in Chucker number 3. So, as soon as we get all of our players back here on fresh mounts, we're going to go ahead and get this one back underway. So what a goal there by Torito Ruiz. Maintained possession there. Working most of the length of the field and gets it down. Puts it between the uprights. Doing a nice job. Toro has been playing lights out all summer long here. So back here at center field waiting on just 2 more players. Yes. So that goal there from Torito Ruiz puts Casablanca to 3. 4-3 the score here. 3:15 on the clock. We're ready to get this one back underway. Coming out here with the bowl-in. Players lined up on umpire Jack McLean. He's looking for a clean and proper lineup here. So, looking for a clean and proper lineup. We see that white line down the center of the field. We need one team on one side, the other on the other. Here we go. Jimmy Seward gets a hold of that one. Passes over here to Nacho Navijo. Nacho Navijo Estrada now winds up. And look at that. Gonzalito Piedes picks it up out of the air, showing us how it's done. Gonzalito Piedes now bringing it around here towards the near boards. Oh, bad luck there. That's going to take a funny bounce and go off of the playing field. Bad luck. Not what he wanted to have happen there. So we're going to have a change of possession here. That ball hit out by Casablanca. Tonkawa will get possession here on the sideboards. Nacho Navijo brings this one back in. Nacho Navijo Estrada working his way down. Leaves it behind here for Nick Roldan. Roldan gets around one defender. Gets around a second. Now Nick Roldan, he's got the goal mouth in his sights. Roldan, he's going to escort this ball right between the uprights here. Putting another point on the board here for Tonkawa. Taking back their 2-goal lead here. 5-3 now the score. Just a little bit over 2 minutes remaining as we make our way back to center field for another bowl in here on our mounted officials. So here we go, lining up here on our mounted officials. That is Jack McLean, the umpire here, putting the ball on the ground. Here we go. Out of the bowl in. Picked off now by Nick Roldan. Roldan winds up and crushes a pass down the field. He's got Jeff Hildebrand on the move here, but look at that. Mark Gansey coming through. Jeff tries to take the shot, but it's going to go over the back line and wide. So bad luck there for Jeff, but Casablanca dodging a bullet. Whistle sound, stopping the clock here. 1 minute, 25 seconds remaining. All right, sorry about that, folks. Had a little bit of a timeout there. We had to change a pony. There's a tack timeout, and we're fixing a little bit of technical difficulties over here. My apologies on that. We're all back in action here, back ready to go. So here we go. Gonna get this one back underway here. With the knock-in here for Casablanca. Coming back in with the ball, Torito Ruiz picks up the play. Sends it in, and he's going to send a pass over here for his number 3. That is Gonzalito Pierres. Gonza with the play now. Sends a shot down the field here. This one stays in the playing field. Coming in to pick it up is Grant Gansey. Gansey working his way down and around, but Jeff Hildebrand does a nice play here. Rides Grant wide of that ball. Flips a little pass back here for Nick Roldan, and Roldan is off and working here. Nick Roldan keeping this one moving downfield. Goes to the near side now. Can he get back to this ball? Not looking likely. And coming in is Gonzalito and Jimmy Seward in on the action as well for Tonkawa. Now Nick Roldan comes back on that one. Sends a shot to the goal mouth. And I do believe that one was wide. So we're going to have a knock-in. There is the 30-second warning horn. That is all we got, folks, for chucker number 3. That ball not in the playing field at the sound of the 30-second warning horn. So that is all we got for the first half of this match. We will be right back here after a short break with the start of the second half.
The world's best polo in your pocket. Chucker TV, the only app you'll need to watch polo. The world's best polo in your pocket.
Chucker TV, the only app you'll ever need to watch polo. An active lifestyle means you never stop moving. That's why only Theragun devices are designed to release your body's deepest muscle tension, so you can do the things you love. Land that pose, hit that final rep, taste success, and do it all over again. You only have one body. Make it a TheraBody.
This is game number 3 here in the Rocky Mountain Open. We've got Casablanca in the white jerseys taking on Tonkawa, wearing their signature Tonkawa green. So we got the players making their way out onto the field here, ready to get the second half of this match underway. 5-3 is the score, Tonkawa on top. We're going to start things off here with a knock-in from our Aspen goal. The 30-second horn went right before the knock-in was able to occur, so ball was still in the still off of the playing field. So this is how we're going to start things off here in Chucker number 4. As soon as we get all of our players into position. So, looks like we got the players out there just about ready to go. Waiting on one more player and get the field crew off the field. Give a shout out here to the field crew. You guys do a great job. Thank you so much. There are a lot of moving parts to make a polo game happen, and we have a great crew of people, both on the horse side of things and on the field side of things. So very happy to work with this great group of people here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club. So here we go. Here comes our last player and our second umpire on a fresh pony as well. So, like I said, we're going to start things off here with a knock-in for going in favor of Casablanca, coming in off of our Aspen goal. Stay tuned, folks. Don't turn off the stream after this match. We will have trophies immediately following this match for the game number 3 here of the Rocky Mountain Open. We'll have prizes for the winners, the runners-up, and the most valuable player. That'll happen right here on the field immediately following this match, so be sure to stay tuned for that. And then we're going to cut the stream and go to our second stream of the day. That, of course, is the Mount Sopris Cup Final. More about that later. We're back in action here. Chucker number 4 underway. Torito Ruiz brings this ball into the playing surface. Toro maintains possession here. Sends a pass over looking for Gonzalito Piedes. Gonza picks up the play. Looking around, checking his surroundings. He's got players in motion downfield. Ooh, bad luck there. Not where he wanted to place that ball. As it's going to be picked off here by Nick Roldan coming through, and the whistle sounds, stopping the clock. So, two umpires are going to discuss this one real quick. Make sure they're all on the same page. And then relay that information to the players on the field. And then, so yeah, this is a right-of-way violation. So looks like a penalty number 4 here, going in favor of Casablanca. Yeah, they're going to drop this on the 60-yard stripe. This, of course, penalty number 4, 60 yards to a defended goal. The defending players may put themselves anywhere they'd like so long as they are 30 yards from the ball when it's hit or hit at. And Torito Ruiz and Gonzalito Piedes there getting this ball teed up. Looks like Torito Ruiz will be the one to do the honors and take this penalty shot. So Toro starts his circle, getting ready for his approach. Toro from the 60-yard stripe. Toro Ruiz winds up, sends it down, almost threads the needle. But it's going to go over the back line. We do have a whistle there. I think that was a safety. Looks like... Nope, not a safety. Okay, they wanted to get a little clarification on that, asking the players down there who the last one to hit. So, not a safety, just going to be a knock in here. Nacho Novillo Estrada with the play. Leaves it behind here for Nick Roldan. Roldan now looking around. He's got players in motion downfield. Grant Gansey keeping a watch on him. Here we go. Nick Roldan winds up, sends this one down the field here. No one there to receive it. It's going to be picked off here by, bad luck, Gonzalito Piedes. His pass comes off of a defender's pony, picked off now by Jimmy Seward. Seward now with possession for Tonkawa. Miscues, leaves out and behind. Coming in now for the play is Torito Ruiz for Casablanca. Toro working his way down the field here. Toro keeping this ball on a short leash. Toro working downfield. Grant Gansey reaches back, gets a hold of that ball. Nick Roldan with a backshot attempt, but the whistle's going to sound, stopping the action here. 4 minutes, 33 seconds left to play here in Chucker number 4. So, umpires are discussing this play. Let's see what they decide to do with this ball. Penalty number 2 here, crossing over after the shot, is the call on the field. And here we go. Umpire calls play. Grant Gansey here to do the honors on this penalty number 2. This is 30 yards to an open goal. Grant Gansey sends it on down, puts it on in. So, Grant Gansey gets credit for that one. Bringing his team to 4. They trail by just 1 goal with about 4 minutes and 15 seconds remaining as we make our way back to center field here for another bowl-in. And, of course, the bowl-ins all taking place from the other direction. Gaston Dorniak doing the bowl-ins for the second half of this match. Ball's in play. Coming out of there with it is going to be Nick Roldan. Roldan picking up this play, working his way out once again here. Roldan still has possession over there on the far sideboards now. He's got some players coming in to help him out. Now he's going to send a pass down for Nacho Novillo. Nacho Novillo Estrada couldn't quite get on that line quick enough as Torito Ruiz comes away with the ball. Leaves it behind now. Grant Gansey gives this one a ride downfield. He's got Mark Gansey, the Cobra, on the move here out in front. Mark dropping in, picking up the play, working his way down the field here. Mark Gansey doing a nice job. Centers this one up. Can he get back to this ball? Mark Gansey tries to get there. One little flip ought to do it. Mark Gansey Oh, man, that ball still on the playing field. A still a live ball. Bad luck there. Coming in to steal it back is Roldan. Nick Roldan. Nick fires a shot up the field here. He's got Nacho Navijo on the move. Nacho and Toro come together here. They disrupt each other. That ball left behind and coming up. Ooh, bad luck there. Hildebrand couldn't quite find that ball on the near side. Now coming in is going to be Gonzalito Piedes. Gonzalito winds up, sends a shot over here looking for Grant Ganzi. Unable to find him. Nick Roldan coming in, and the whistle sound stopping the action here with 2 minutes and 41 seconds. Let's see what the umpires are going to decide to do with this one. Regardless, we are going to our courtesy change here for chucker number 4. So let's see what our umpires have to say. All right, so we got the players coming back out here from the courtesy change. Okay, so we have a penalty. Number 2. Penalty number 2 here going in favor of Casablanca. So here we go. Players in position now, getting ready to get this one back underway. Umpire calls play. Going to be Mark Ganzi here. Mark will do the honors here for this penalty number 2. Mark Ganzi fires this one along the ground, right on in, putting a point on the board here, tying us up here at 5 goals apiece. Mark Ganzi with the equalizer goal on that penalty number 2 conversion. So here we go back to center field for another bowl in here on our mounted officials. With just about 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here in chucker number 4. That ball put back on the ground, coming out of there with it. Going to be picked off here. Gonzalito Piedes. Gonza working his way down the field here, keeping this one moving. Gonzalito gets around Nick Roldan. Gonza can't quite keep control of that ball. Nick Roldan steals it away here for Tonkawa. Roldan miscues, leaves out and behind. Gonzalito picks it up. And nicely done there. Gonzalito Piedes going to find the high mark here. Puts Casablanca up by 1, taking the lead here for the first time today. And we are heading back to center field once again for another bowl in here on our mounted officials. Just under a minute and a half remaining here as we line up on the umpire here to get this ball put back on the ground. There it is. Coming out of there, Nick Roldan gets a hold of that ball real quick out of the bowling. Nick Roldan winds up, sends a shot down. He's got players in motion here. Gonzalito tries to disrupt that play just a little bit, but Nacho Navijo maintains possession here. Nacho Navijo Estrada going to escort that ball between the uprights here, tying us back up 6 goals apiece. 1 minute on the clock. I think we'll have just enough time to get another bowling off. So we make our way back to center field once again here. And lining up here on our mounted officials. And that ball put on the ground here. Picked up there by Gonzalito, but Nick Roldan steals it away. Nick Roldan miscues, leaves out behind. Coming in for the play now is Gonzalito Piedes. Gonzalito sends this one over here looking to get a hold of one of his teammates here, but Nick Roldan coming in on the action. Roldan, his pass blocked here by Grant Ganzi now. Gansey sends this one over here trying to find Torito. Torito Ruiz, just a handful of seconds remaining here. Toro Ruiz gets it done. Gets it done. That goal went right before the horn, so that goal does count. Sorry, folks, that goal was wide. My apologies there. So we're going to have a knock-in to start things off here with Chucker number 5 here after the short break.
To be able to come here and play a course such as this, it's a great experience. Probably the best tee gift I've ever received, so, and that's no lie. My wife actually gave me a pair for Christmas before I played in the tournament, so this will be my 3rd pair, so I'm looking forward to it.
Over the calf, 17 and a half. Outseam, 43 and a half.
We make a personal pattern for everybody, and that takes a lot of different points on a body to draft a pattern.
I have at least 7 or 8 pair. Great golf course and get a pair of blue jeans out of the deal. It's freaking awesome.
The down for that is 17 and a quarter.
Was it about 32?
Yep, you nailed it.
Same thing you've been wearing since high school.
6 and a half.
No, that's fine.
Thanks so much for being here, and good luck today on the course. We will do a true shotgun start today, so good luck today, and y'all have a great time.
People aren't accustomed to getting a gift like custom pants at a golf tournament, but for clubs that do offer that to their members, it's been a success every time because it's so unique, it's so different, and it's an American-made product that's custom. You get measured for it, you get to design it and pick it. Who doesn't like that?
Getting a pair of jeans from Blue Dot is a great gift, something unique, something that they normally wouldn't get that they really appreciate.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club here for game number 3 of the Rocky Mountain Open. Torito Ruiz had a good run on the way to goal here to end us off with Chucker number 4, but comes up a little bit short. That ball went just wide of the goal. So we're going to start things off here in Chucker number 5 with a knock-in in favor of Tonkawa. As soon as we get all of our players over here ready to go, field crew is cleared of the field, so we are ready to get underway as soon as everybody gets into position. And so here we go. Umpires are ready. Players ready. Nacho Navijo Estrada back there behind the ball, ready to send this one back into play here with the knock-in. To start off, Chucker number 5. And here we go. Nacho Navijo sends this ball into the playing surface. Chucker 5 underway. Nacho keeping this one to himself for the time being. He's got Mark keeping a close watch on him. Nacho. Navijo drops it back behind for Nick Roldan. Roldan now looks around, sees where he wants to hit to. Nick Roldan winds up, fires a shot down here. All the way out in front here, he's got Jimmy Seward on the move. Jimmy, bad luck there, not where he wanted to put that. Tops that ball just a little bit. And Torito Ruiz coming through, picking up the play here for Casablanca. Toro Ruiz. Torito keeping this one to himself. Now winds up, fires a shot down here. He's got Grant Gansey on the move. Grant Gansey drops in, picks it up the play, working his way down here. Grant Gansey takes the shot towards the goal. And we're looking for a little clarification on whether that was in or out down there. Whistle sounds. Stopping the clock here. We're going to get some clarification on this one. Uh, the drone couldn't tell. So we are going, just making sure that that was a goal or not. Looks like they're heading back to center field, so it looks like that's going to count for a goal there by Casablanca. Grant Gansey will get credit for that one. So here we are heading back to center field now. Clock is stopped. 4 minutes, 55 seconds left to play. And we're going to line up here on our mounted officials to get this one back underway. And here we go. Ball's back on the ground. Off and working once again. Picking up the play is Grant Gansey. Gansey with possession here. He winds up, sends a pass down, trying to feed it up to Torito, but it's going to come off of a off of a pony. Gonzalito in on the action. Now Grant picks up the loose ball play once again. Feeds this one through the pack of players here. First one on it will be Jimmy Seward, setting up a pass here for Nick Roldan. Roldan picking up the ball, sends it down the field here. Roldan's pass out in front here, looking for Nacho Navijo Estrada. Estrada drops in, picks up the play, but Torito Ruiz coming through and stealing the ball back here for Casablanca. Torito Ruiz gets a hold of that one, gets it turned back, facing the right direction. He's got Mark Gansey on the move. Mark picks up the ball and continues his drive downfield. Mark Gansey having a little trouble with the bouncing ball. Coming in now to pick up the play is Nick Roldan for Tonkawa. Roldan and Torito come together here. Whistle sound stopping the action. We've got 3 minutes, 58 seconds left to play here. Let's see what we decide to do with this one. So a little bit of discussion here. Looks like we are heading towards Glenwood. So here we go. Ball dropped here on the center stripe. Nacho Navijo Estrada going to get this one teed up. Violation of the right-of-way was a call on the field. And here we go. Tonkawa will get possession here at center field for this penalty number 5. Nacho Navijo Estrada. Nacho taps the ball into play. We are off and working here. That ball is going to be sent down all the way down there. Toro traps that one momentarily now. Grant Gansey coming in on the action, setting up a play here for Torito. Toro Ruiz sends this ball down. Toro on a fast pony here, trying to keep control over this play. Toro slows down, miscues, leaves that one behind. Mark Gansey coming in on the action here. Coming up with the ball, Nacho sends it over to the sideboards, and a couple players cross in front of each other. Whistle sound, stopping the action here. 3 minutes, 28 seconds left to play. And seeing as the clock is stopped at 3.5 minutes, we are going to go ahead and utilize this time for our courtesy change here for checker number 5. And we'll figure out the result of that whistle once we get all the players back out on the field. So the players taking advantage of this courtesy change. We see a couple electing to stay up on their current mounts. Toro making his way back out. Gonzalito, now Mark. Grant elected to stay up on his mount. So crossing the line is the call on the field. It's going to be a penalty number 5 from the spot to go in favor of Casablanca once we get all of our players back out. All right, umpire calls play. Here we go. Torito Ruiz with the penalty number 5 here, ready to bring this one back into play. Toro brings this ball into the playing surface. Here we go. Torito Ruiz looking around, checking his surroundings. He's got some players downfield. Elects to take the shot from there. Toro Ruiz. Mark Ganzi tried to poke that one through the goal, but it's going to go wide of the goal to the right-hand side. Here we go with the knock-in for Tonkawa. Nacho Navijo Estrada brings this one into play. Nacho fires a shot down here, looking for Nick Roldan. Roldan dropping in on the line here. He's got Grant Ganzi keeping a close watch on him. Nick Roldan winds up, sends a shot down over here, looking for his number 4. That is Nacho Navijo Estrada. Estrada sends it down. Up here, but Gonzalito Pieta is going to come in there and steal the ball away for Casablanca. And working his way down the field here, Gonzalito Pieta for Casablanca, working his way all the way down here. And trying to send this one down to the goal mouth, goes in front. Grant tries to get there. Still a live ball, though. Coming in to pick up the play now is Nick Roldan. Roldan going to bring this one back over here, sending a pass out in front. Broken mallet out there. And Jeff Hildebrand picking up the play, working his way down. Jeff Hildebrand comes together here with Mark Ganzi. Hildebrand maintains possession, working his way down towards that goal mouth. Hildebrand hit a little too much on it. Still a live ball, though, as Ganzi keeping this one on the playing field. Here comes Torito Ruiz now. Toro working his way down here. Sends a pass up here looking for Grant Ganzi. Granty sends this one down, and Mark Ganzi on the move here trying to get a hold of this ball, but he's ridden wide of that line here, and it's going to be Nick Roldan to come away with the play here for Tonkawa. Nick Roldan. Roldan keeping this one moving. He's got Toro keeping a close watch on him here. Nick Roldan sends a short little pass over to his number 4. That is Nacho Navijo Estrada. Estrada, little flip shot here back to Roldan. Nicely done here. Roldan miscues, leaves it behind. Picked off here. That was Grant Ganzi. Now it's going to be Nacho Navijo to steal this one back again for Tonkawa. Nacho Navijo Estrada working his way down. Takes the shot. Comes off of a pony. Torito Ruiz coming up with the play. Now he's going to leave it behind here. Picked off now by Roldan. Roldan. And the whistle sound, stopping the clock here. 43 seconds left to play here in Chucker number 5. So, a little bit of discussion going on out there. 2 mounted officials coming together, making sure they have the correct call. What do we got out there, guys? So, this is a penalty number 2 here for Green. Tonkawa. And that one's going to go right on in. Nicely done there. So, Tonkawa ties it back up here. And there's the 30-second warning horn. That's all we got, folks, for Chucker number 5. Ball still in the umpire's hand at the sound of the horn. So we will be right back after a short break here, and we'll come back with our sixth and final chukker of regulation time after this short break.
There's something about when you get up early, prep the plane, and you take off, and you get that first light of day. And the air is crystal smooth. You can see forever. You have to have the right aircraft for the right flight with the right crew up front. Only NetJets can do this. The flight dissolves into the background. It should just be the here and now.
Welcome back, everybody. We are live here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club, McClure River Ranch Field number 1. This is the game number 3 here of the Rocky Mountain Open. We've got 7-7 on the scoreboard, so we're all tied up here going into chukker number 6. This is the sixth and final chukker of regulation time. And we are ready to get this one underway. We ended things off in chukker number 5 with a penalty number 2 conversion there by Tonkawa. So we're going to start things off with a bowl-in here from center field. Teams lined up here on our mounted officials. Here we go. Ball's on the ground. We are off and working. Chukker number 6 underway. Torito Ruiz out of the bowl-in with the play. Toro drops it back behind here. He's got Grant Ganzi coming in, picking up the play. Granty keeping this one moving. Drops it back behind now for Gonzalito Piedras. Gonzalito fires a shot downfield out in front. Ooh, bad luck. It's going to come off the hind end of Toro's horse. And Grant Ganzi coming through, picking up the play momentarily. And the whistle sounds. Ball over the end line. Well, let's see what we got here. So, seeing what we got down here. Gonna be a knock-in. Possibly a knock-in. They're still discussing down there. What do we got there, Jack? Still discussing the play here. And as soon as I am told what is going on out on the field, I will relay that information to you, the viewers. But as always, the mounted officials, they always want to make sure that the players on the field know what's going on first and foremost, and then they will let me know, so I can in turn let you, the viewers here fieldside, and the viewers at home. Jack, what do we got? Guys, come on. Yeah. All right, so the umpire does call play. Penalty 5 from the spot of the infraction here, going in favor of Tonkawa. Nacho Navijo Estrada sends this one off the very close to the back line here. And over here looking for Nick Roldan. Roldan jumping in, picking up the play, moving this one forward. He's got Gonzalito Pierez on his hip. Nick Roldan keeping this one moving down towards that goal mouth. Nick Roldan, can he get another point? Not this time. Going to go a little bit wide there. So Casablanca getting a knock in down on the Aspen end of the field. Umpire calls play. Here we go. Torito Ruiz brings this one back into the playing surface. Toro keeping this one to himself for the time being. Looking around, checking his surroundings. Toro working his way down and around. He's got Gonzalito Pierez in behind. Leaves the ball back behind for Gonzalito. Gonzalito now working his way downfield. Gonzalito Pierez. He's got Jimmy Seward keeping a close watch. Gonza leaves it behind for Torito Ruiz, who is unmarked currently. Torito Ruiz losing the handle there. Nick Roldan going to steal this one away here for Tonkawa. Roldan, his shot across field over here looking for Nacho Navijo Estrada. Nacho Navijo drops in, picks up the play. Here he's got Grant Ganzi on his hip, gives him the slip now. Nacho Navijo still with possession, working his way down the field here, trying to keep this one moving. He's got Jeff Hildebrand downfield. Jimmy Seward coming in to help him out here. Nicely done there by Seward in the right place at the right time. Jimmy Seward, though, this ball up the field looking to get a hold of Nacho Estrada. Nacho Navijo Estrada got the final touch on that. Yep. And puts a point on the board here. So nicely done there by Estrada. Able to poke that one in at the very last second. So here we go. We're heading back to center field here for another bowl-in. We got about 3.5 minutes on the clock. Should hear a whistle here. There we go. Whistle sounds. This is the final courtesy change of this match. So we are going to just wait for these guys to get back and get the last little bit of this match underway. All right. We got our radios under control now for our mounted officials. And we are just waiting on the last few players to make their way back out here for this final stretch of the sixth chukker here. Yeah. And here we go. The last of our players making their way back out onto the playing field. We're ready to get this one underway. 8-7 is the score. Tonkawa with a 1-goal lead here over Casablanca. And here we go. Ball's back on the ground. We're off and working here. Where's that ball going to end up? Who has possession? Jeff Hildebrand trapped that one. Flips it back over here to Roldan. Nick Roldan and Torito Ruiz come together here. Roldan maintains possession, though. Nick Roldan in the driver's seat with this ball, working his way down the field. Nick Roldan fires a shot down and puts a point on the board. What a goal there by Nick Roldan. And here we go back to center field now for another bowl-in on the mounted officials. Quick whistle on the play. Clock is stopped, 2 minutes, 55 seconds. And Nick Roldan running down to get a new piece of equipment. He's going to make his way back here to the bowl-in. And we'll get this one back underway. All right, here we go. Everyone back here at center field. A ball ready to be put back on the ground. There it is. We're back in action here. Toro Ruiz coming out of there with the play. Torito Ruiz. Toro with the number 4 on his back here for Casablanca. Fires a shot down. Not quite where he wanted to place that one. And it is going to be saved there by Mark Ganzi, but it will eventually go over the back line wide of the goal. So we're going to have a knock-in here for Tonkawa. Umpire calls play. Here comes Nacho Navijo. Estrada with possession. Brings this one into play. Drops back behind here for Roldan. Nick Roldan gives this one right back over to Estrada. Nacho Navijo now picks up the play, having a little trouble with the bouncing ball, and it's going to be stolen out of there. Mark Gansey makes a touch on it, but not where he wanted to place that ball. Estrada able to recover that possession. Here we go. Downfield, out in front, Jimmy Seward on the move. Jimmy Seward leaves that one behind, still traveling through, and that's going to be good for another goal. Jimmy Seward will get credit for that one, putting his team to double digits now. 10-7 the score as we make our way back to center field. So back up here at center. Just over a minute and a half remaining here in regulation time. 3 goals separate these two teams as we line up on umpire Dorniak. And here we go. Ball put on the ground, but a quick whistle out of the bowling. Stopping the action here with 1 minute, 24 seconds left to play. What do we got there, Jack? Fouling the second man on the green. So, penalty will go in favor of Casablanca. Penalty number 4. Penalty number 4 here in favor of Casablanca. Let's see. Torito Ruiz going to get this one teed up. Let's see if he's going to be the one to do the honors. Toro getting this ball teed up the way he likes. Looks like it might be Grant Gansey here to do the honors. Looks like it. Grant's getting ready for his approach here. So here we go. Umpire calls play. Grant Gansey to do the honors for this penalty number 4. 60-yard shot to a defended goal. Here comes Grant with his approach. Grant Gansey winds up, sends that one down, but it's going to go a little wide to the right-hand side. So another knock-in coming up here for the team in green. Tonkawa. Nacho Navijo Estrada brings this one into play. Nacho sends a pass up the field here. No one there to receive it. It's going to be picked up there by Gonzalito Pierres. Gonza over here. Now it's going to be Mark Gansey. Flips it over to Torito Ruiz. Toro takes a shot at the goal. Torito Ruiz finds a high mark on that one. Gets his team within 2. And not a whole lot of time left. We will play out the final 30 seconds of this chukker, seeing it is the last chukker of regulation. So, ball's on the ground. Here we go. Playing out the last 30 seconds. Grant Gansey gets a hold of that ball. Granty sends it down here, trying to find a teammate. He's going to find Mark Gansey out in front. Sends a pass to Torito Ruiz. Toro can't quite get a hold of that ball. Gonzalito now. Gonzalito Pierres sends it down. And that one is going to be just wide of the goal. So, there we have the double horn signaling the end of this match. What a great matchup that was. Ladies and gentlemen, please stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We're going to go to a commercial break here for a little bit, and then we'll be right back here with our trophy and awards presentation right here on field number 1. So please stay tuned, and we'll be right back with trophies.
White Claw Hard Seltzer, a wave of refreshment. Crafted using our unique Brew Pure process. Made pure. Nothing tastes like White Claw Hard Seltzer.
This museum was a concept that four men had. They were having dinner, actually, in 1978, and it was to house the memorabilia of the sport and the record keeping for here in the United States. It's the National Museum of Polo and Hall of Fame. We concentrate primarily on American players and those from other countries that have played here in the United States. When you're here at the museum, I would love for you to look at the Frederick Remington bronze. It's a 1904. It depicts a fairly violent crash where one player is on the ground and the other two seem to be continuing on for the play. That depicts a little bit of the strength of the horses and the physical part of the game. When you're here at the museum, there is a mallet display which tells the story of the making of the mallets. Most people think that the mallet shaft is bamboo. It's cane. The difference being bamboo is hollow and cane is solid. The horse part of this sport, it's felt that the horse is 80 to 90% of the game and the rider's ability to make that horse perform. So the thing that's been constant for 2,500 years is the horse, and without the horse, there is no game. One of my favorites is the United States Open Championship. It depicts a chalice, which actually is a tureen, and three horses supporting it. Chalice is to celebrate the game, and the horses are the strength of the game. We feel that the chalice shows the strength and the past, the present, and the future of the game. We have another trophy here that you should probably take a look at. It's called the Triple Crown of Polo. It depicts three horses in a circle, three riders in different positions, and it was set up to be played for at three different locations, and thus the one winning the three would win the Triple Crown of Polo.
As far as barns go, it's 10 points. The weather, scenic views are unbelievable. To be up here in the mountains in this weather, I don't think you have many choices nicer than this.
I feel like we have some really competitive polo up here. It's friendly competitive polo.
The place is amazing. Good polo fields, good players, good courses, so it's a good experience. It's really good.
Club. They have empanadas there. They have Argentine-style barbecue.
I'm in love with this place. The club is really nice. The people is really good.
At least what I can see is that it's an amazing place to be playing polo with the family and with good friends, enjoying, and the weather is great. I can't complain at all.
There's so much to do up here, and people are great, and there's some of the best polo in the country up there.
I think this is the place to play polo in the summer.
As good as it gets for summer polo.
This may be my new home.
And as soon as our child is old enough, she's going to be in their polo school.
Want to be a horse in that barn.
To be able to come here and play a course such as this, it's a great experience. Probably the best tee gift I've ever received, so, and that's no lie. My wife actually gave me a pair for Christmas before I played in the tournament, so this will be my third pair, so I'm looking forward to it.
Over the calf, 17 and a half. I'll seam 43 and a half.
We make a personal pattern for everybody, and that takes a lot of different points on a body to draft a pattern.
I have at least 7 or 8 pair. Great golf course and get a pair of blue jeans out of the deal. It's freaking awesome.
The down for that is 17 and a quarter.
Was that about 32?
Yep, you nailed it.
Same thing you've been wearing since high school.
6 and a half.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thanks so much for being here, and good luck today on the course. We will do a true shotgun start today, so good luck today, and y'all have a great time.
People aren't accustomed to getting a gift like custom pants at a golf tournament, but for clubs that do offer that to their members, it's been a success every time because it's so unique, it's so different, and it's an American-made product that's custom. You get measured for it, you get to design it and pick it. Who doesn't like that?
Getting a pair of jeans from Blue Dot is a great gift, something unique, something that they normally wouldn't get that they really appreciate.
The world's best polo in your pocket. Chucker TV, the only app you'll need to watch polo. The world's best polo in your pocket.
Chucker TV, the only app you'll ever need to watch polo.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in here on Chucker TV. We're live at the Aspen Valley Polo Club, field number 1 here. We're waiting on our last player to get into position here for our trophy and awards presentation. He's making his way over here. I see him running down. So we're going to get the rest of our guys into position here. We'll have Casablanca with Casablanca, Tonkawa with Tonkawa, and then our friends here, Eric and Joey from NetJets. They're going to help us out with our trophy presentation here. Here we go. We got Grant Gansey coming in. So we'll have the players together here. And we're going to start things off here with our runners-up. The runners-up today, Casablanca. We'll start with Mark Gansey. All right, next up, the number 2, Grant Gansey. Grant, can you come in here to the middle, please? Playing the number 3 position today, Gonzalito Pierez. And next up, my man, Torito Ruiz. There you have the Casablanca squad. Next up, we're going to move on to our winners today. Jeff Hildebrand playing number 1 for Tonkawa. Playing the number 2 position today, Jimmy Seward. Playing the number 3 position this morning was Nick Roldan. And rounding out the lineup, playing the number 4 back position today, we've got Nacho Novijo Estrada. And then next up, we've got the MVP for today. Today's MVP goes to Nick Roldan. Congratulations, Nick. And then we got one more special prize to give. We've got a special award to give here to our mounted official, Mr. Gaston Dorniak, coming in. So we got to thank our friends here from NetJets presenting this award to our mounted official.
Okay, now, thank you very much, Kel, for such a great job. So you deserve a present from the club. The manager, Kel Newman. Thank you, Kel. You deserve it. You work very hard to make everything happen. So we really appreciate have you this year here. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. On that note, we are going to sign off for now. Please be sure to join us in about 20 minutes for our next broadcast. Of course, that is going to be the finals of the Mount Sopris Cup, and we will see you in the next broadcast. Thank you much.